balanced in this matchup.
He is, and especially with his recent trip up the Shockwave. What was that, about a month ago, where he took that Shockwave over Austin?
Yeah, that was wild. Like, Dojo was playing out of his mind that entire night.
But here he is. We get the matchup we're talking about right now. Inkling versus most likely Pokemon Trainer. I don't see any reason he'd pull out the Olimar for this.
It could be very dependent on what he's feeling, but we'll most likely see the Pokemon Trainer for sure. Usually he'll go Olimar in specific matchups where he has like a type advantage over the other character. Like if the character uses like elemental properties like Robin, or maybe I would say Pikachu, he'd definitely go like Robin or Olimar in that matchup. But right now, we're definitely going to see the Pokemon Trainer. He's going to stick to it. Going to stick to what he knows. He has a lot of matchup knowledge playing against Burr in this matchup, and recently he actually won Esports Stadium Arlington over Burr's Inkling in Grand Finals. So the matchup familiarity is definitely there.
Yeah, one of the things I love watching, though, in this game is how different people that play the same character can be. We talked about Pokemon Trainer already, but even with the Inklings that we have here in Texas, because we have quite a few good ones. We have Not Justin here in Houston. We have Dojo.
Oh, yeah. Not Justin's actually pretty sick with his Inkling. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, he's definitely a player that could be PR level if he wanted to. Like, if he wanted to come out, he could absolutely be a PR player.
Okay. 56% right now. Ooh. Man, still climbing. I love how Dojo follows up with his tech chases if he catches someone missing an input. You know, he's always ready with that roller just to follow up with the damage.
Roller is such an interesting move.
It is. It has very interesting properties in the sense that it buries literally anyone that's grounded, no matter how big or small their hurt box is.
I didn't realize it got beat out by the Fire Breath. We're seeing up smash here, most likely not taking the stock. Okay.
Now that was interesting because I saw Denti try to input a back air, but it looks like the roller's priority just beat it out upright. And the up smash will beat out that missed up B right there from Denti. 95%, not too much to scoff at, but still not overall a huge threat for Dojo to have to work against.
As long as he does a good job of avoiding the down air and the up airs, he should be okay. Making me super anxious with that delayed recovery.
Oh, wow. The neutral B actually ended up saving him. The hit stun was just long enough for him to escape that situation. Well, clutch stuff from Dojo and the parry to boot. Just trying to get in and get against Denti's safe zone.
They're just fishing with those back airs. Those back airs are so safe.
Oh, yeah. You can just throw them out and just even use as much momentum drift as possible just to carry people off stage.
What up B coming through the stage. Barely clipping Dojo and sending him flying, but a nice 63% advantage.
Not too bad, not too bad. Dojo's still trying to stay in Denti's face as long as possible. Try to smother him with all of these good Inkling buttons.
Yeah, Inkling has such good, like, raw buttons. He gets an advantage, he gets momentum, he just runs away with it and does whatever they want.
Ooh, chucking them leaves. Okay, we get the jab combos, though. 84%, man. But this being inked up against Inkling, this is definitely a prime time area where you want to find like an F smash or a stray hit if you can get the chance.
I love Dojo's Splat Bomb usage. He uses it to cover so many options, forces his opponent to make a choice, and then he explores his options from there.
And it's really good because like sometimes Inklings will throw it at the ledge and force you to take a mix-up option at the ledge.
Oh, that down air.
The deepest of down airs. Denti getting that kill and blowing up Dojo's second stock. Man, that was a huge reversal because a lot of the time, Denti was kind of getting mollywopped when he was on stage.
No, it's like we were talking about in that first talk. Like, the neutral game's so important, but it doesn't matter if you're Ivysaur when you have an up air and a down air like he does.
Those massive hitboxes, man, just invalidate so much momentum people try to build mid-stock.
Oh, absolutely.
And just like that, what seemed like a huge lead for Dojo now is looking pretty abysmal if he keeps on getting hit by these stray hits of fair and all of Charizard's aerials. Ooh, almost got hit by the back air right there. Denti just a little bit off on the height.
There's the jab. Is he going to get the back air? No.
Yeah, tried to go for the raw back air again. Again, that is what he will use to close out stocks as Charizard at later percents.
He was looking like Dojo was looking like he had control of the game, and then that one down air just turning the momentum on its head.
Okay, so a lot of Inklings, I've realized, kind of struggle to deal with Charizard in this matchup. And you would think it wouldn't be so because of how big of a body he is, but those hitboxes matter. All of those hitboxes matter. Every single time you get up from ledge, every single time you miss a grab against him on a platform, he's ready to either up throw you, hit you with like a forward tilt, or a down smash, just as we saw right there, to cover any option.
Denti is playing out of his mind today. He wants to show why he deserved to be invited to this tournament.
He does. Ooh, you can feel it in every single anticipating move he makes in neutral. Like, he's always ready to react to any move or any button you just whiff in front of him. But here we go.
All right, game number 2, Denti taking game number 1, and another close game. He's already had 3. This is his 4th game in a row that's been close.
Opting to go to triplats. This is usually the counter pick we'll see for Inklings during this set. Triplats are really good for helping you extend combos, and not only that, getting roller resets on the platform always helps out to kill earlier.
Here we see the neutral game. Nothing too eventful happening just yet, but that jab.
Yeah,
Inkling
definitely
has one of the best jabs in the game.
Absolutely. Not only that, like, the fact that it gives you a damage multiplier at the very end of it, too, just spells out so much for Inkling's combo game.
Yeah, look how much ink Denti has on him right now. Like, it's going to lead to so many
unfavorable situations for sure.
It really is. The world is Dojo's oyster right now.
Right now, he is looking to make some seafood out of this Squirtle and this lizard and this dinosaur. Whoa.
Is that cannibalism?
I don't.
If an ink squid eats a turtle?
Well, they're not the same species, technically, so Inkling can pretty much do whatever she wants.
I guess you're right.
She's grown up to be beating some lizard ass. She can pretty much eat whatever she wants at that point.
She's the top of the food chain.
Exactly. The apex predator. Ooh, dashing up close. Trying to get in Denti's uncomfortable zone, you know. A lot of the times, Denti, once he gets that center stage control, he doesn't really want you to get too close because it's like, you know, if I have the ground, like, I want to keep you at a distance and try to bait things out with, like, all of my projectiles and force you to come in or at the very least jump.
Just the neutral up smash, taking the stock there.
Ooh, back air into the jabs again. Ooh, finds a way out of it, though, but still taking all of this air-to-air damage.
He's already racked up 42% on the second stock of Denti's. This is a very, very similar situation that he saw himself in game number 1.
Ooh. I feel like the only difference is Denti is not really... I don't know. Like, Denti's not really trying to get on the ground as much as we see. Like, he's really trying to jump over and, like, jump on these platforms and wait for Dojo to come in and try to respond to that. But here we go.
There we go. Another up smash killing the Ivysaur. We're going to see
3 stocks to 1 right now.
We're going to see another 3-game series from Denti.
We just might, and it's going to be a start with that down smash right there. But is it too little too late is my question. Like I said, this is a really good stage for Inkling to work on. It's so much, it gives you so much variety just to extend combos.
There's exactly what we were talking about earlier with those splat bombs covering so many options at the ledge, forcing Denti to reapproach the situation and use a different mix-up.
Oh, absolutely. Tries to get back on, but the spot dodge into the jab from Dojo is going to look nice. Not necessarily in up throw up air percents just yet. So he's going to have to fish a little bit more for this damage. Ooh, Denti trying to go for these nairs out of shield to catch Dojo trying to run up to him. But Dojo's so slippery with his dash dance.
Dash dancing, back airs. What else does Inkling need?
Honestly, just the optimal movement in general just makes it so tricky and disorienting. Just to even throw out a button against Inkling at times. Ooh.
So I was talking to Austin Sink, about Dojo and what made Dojo special and why Inkling fits him so well. If you compare Dojo's movement with this character to Dojo's movement with Meta Knight back in Brawl, it's just so fluid. Like, the man understands his movement options.
It just makes sense. And when you look at it, it's almost like water ballet, right? Like,
it is.
Anytime like you see them on the screen, they're just, man, the optimal movement, looking smooth.
Now, there's really something that...
Ooh.
That back air. But it's really something that separates the high-level players from the top-level players.
I can agree on that for sure. I think the movement is definitely what separates being able to, like, effectively combo and also effectively get you out of sticky situations.
But here we are in another last stock situation.
See,
there's the down air.
The reversal. It gets the down air. Yo, he was edge guarding with that flame breath. I thought Inkling was going to take a mix-up option after that, but no. It ended up being Denti overreaching just slightly and getting punished for it.
No, I was having
Wow.
flashbacks to that game number 1 situation where Denti took it all back from the brink and ended up winning that. But Dojo doesn't care.
He doesn't care. Like, Dojo, like we were saying earlier, is on a tear. Like, ever since he came back from whenever he was grinding in DFW, he started coming back to his locals and really leveling up just as a player overall. And I'm glad to see how good he's doing here at Let's Settle This 2019.
No, it is a sight. I'm glad to see both these players performing very well. I'm glad to see these amazing sets. Thankful to have all these players under one roof. Thankful just to have all this data going into next season, going into this season as it progresses.
Yes.
But Dojo being a player that's always frequented his locals, but going out of city and getting that time in Dallas has really benefited him, like you said.
I think so. I think all that time has definitely helped him understand specifically how to deal with matchups like these. Going on to Town and City for the final bout. This is going to be Denti's counter pick, it looks like. Already starting off with some nice damage, 27%, but now it's Denti's turn to play. This is his advantage state.
I just love how these players extend their turns. They extend these combos off of small movements.
I know.
It takes so much.
Yeah, the minute engagements every single time they go up against each other just changes every single time.
No,
Back air. Well, I love Dojo's tech chases, just following up with the relentless pressure.
Tech chasing in this game is such an underrated ability. You see players like L Wolf with his jab locks that he does.
Yeah, getting
every
those
single
resets, getting that extra damage when you can, it matters. It stacks up.
It absolutely does. And Dojo's the same way. Like, you give the man an inch, he's taking a mile every single time.
Back air, trying to keep him suffocated on this platform. Town and City is a hard stage for Pokemon Trainer just to control space because of how big it is by nature. Oh,
okay.
And the deep edge guard under the stage. Dojo getting that fair and stage spiking Denti all the way to the blast zone.
And he's only sitting at 80%. He has plenty of room to build some extra credit here. Never mind.
Oh, he's still alive, though. Town and City looking nice for this counter pick. For Inkling's case, it looks like.
I only nearly cursed it. We still have room for Dojo.
Oh, up air, another one. Again, catching that jump. Very nice stuff from Denti. Bringing it to even stock situations.
Another back and forth game. We'll see what Dojo does here to seal up the matchup.
Dojo trying to catch these landings with Nair over and over, but Denti weaving around such a small hitbox. Finding his way back down to the ground, gets the back air.
Okay, just fishing with those up airs, waiting patiently, but Dojo falling through the platform and getting that jab, building up the ink, and hopefully turning this into a nice little bit of percent.
Ooh. Now my question is, if you're Dojo and you get this stock lead, what do you do after that in order to capitalize, you know? Because as Inkling, my thing is, like, I kind of want to just run away and just wait for you to come in and just throw a Splat Bomb all day.
Oh.
Ooh, and see, now that he has this lead, I'm curious to see what he's going to do to follow up with this momentum.
Yeah, game 3 with a handy lead, sitting at 55%. Dojo.
Ooh, and as I said, opting to throw that Splat Bomb just to force an approach if he can. There we go, gets the back air.
The patient back airs, the parry on the Razor Leafs, the dash dancing, just using that movement
To the utmost in order to make it count.
No, absolutely.
Ooh.
There's no reason to rush into anything here. Dojo can take his time, rack up the percentage slowly, just avoid death.
Avoid the up B if you can, at all costs. That up B is terrifying because you will die as a lightweight character as Inkling consistently.
No, avoid all those hitboxes that are bigger than your character.
Absolutely. That's the name of the game. That is Smash Ultimate. Avoid big hitboxes and spot dodge, and you'll be good. You'll be Gucci. Ooh. Look at him going in. Getting up close in his face.
Ledge trapping again with...
Saying, hey, mama, let me get to know ya. Oh, goes out there, but the armor with the up B. Oh.
Sub smash. All right, sitting at 75%.
last
Denti
stock
has
situation.
proven in the last couple games that he can handle these situations. He has the clutch factor it takes. Will he be able to seal out game number 3 for the second set in a row?
I would want to believe so, but it's going to take a lot of focus and a lot of patience to get up from this ledge against Splat Bomb. Denti does make his way back, though. Gets a chance to play the way he wants to. Tries to retreat with these Fairs and these Razor Leafs.
Dojo doing such a good job of squeezing in the ink refills. He was practically out of ink. Now he's sitting over a little half. Has plenty of tools to work with. The Splat Bomb yet again.
Dojo has been doing such a good job in finding the gaps in Denti's defense. Every time he finds a missed opportunity to either throw a Razor Leaf or some projectile.
Using the Splat Bomb to cover the platform there was a nice little move. But
oh, man. Charizard at a high percent right now. Probably at up throw up air percents. If
just
Dojo
upper at this point.
Yeah, honestly. Oh, almost did it right there. If Dojo can just find that grab or find that up air, that might be game. Ooh, barely
attack.
getting these late hits. There we go.
There it is, the up smash.
And that'll do it. 2-1 in Dojo's favor over Denti.
The Brawl Texas Classic coming out in West Texas' favor this time.
The Brawl vets rise again, but only one of them will be moving on. I got to give it to Denti, though.